Hi guys, I'm back. So I'm going to continue shading the forehead area. So doing little lines, trying to transition into the forehead here. Continuing to try to round out the side of the head over here. Try to round it out into. And I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to start that over here as well. Trying to make this shape look round over here. The back, the side of the head here, where the temple is. Really trying to fill that in, but filling in with a half tone, not with a full blown tone here. And I'm gonna put some cross hatching here. Gonna round that out. When you draw enough of these, you start to see these everywhere, especially in portraits. It's extremely important for you to know the skull when you draw a portrait, because a lot of the facial features are dictated by what's underneath it. So if you know the skull, you'll know what certain protrusions are, certain shapes. Your whole understanding is going to be a lot better for portraits if you know skulls. And also, skulls are just cool, period, you know. They're really neat. Like, so many character designs are based on the skull. Like robot designs, some of those are based obviously on human anatomy of the skull. They're just super, super cool, you know. And I want to make several videos on really going over very thoroughly the skull. I'm going to go over like each chunk of it in more videos in the future. That is, if these do decently. So if you're getting anything out of this, like anything at all, please like the video, and maybe subscribe for the future ones. I'm gonna be doing these a little more casually. I don't want these edited. I want these to be very kind of like I'm teaching you, like in person, kind of. I want it to be very relaxed. I don't want editing in this. That's why you even saw me before, adjust lighting and things like that in front of you, like in the middle of it. I don't want to edit this. Alright, let me see. I'm still, it's decent. It's decently round. As far as protruding too much, still, I think. I guess it is kind of round here, but I want to send in more shadow. As you can tell, this is not, super exciting to watch. I mean, when you're doing it, it's, like I said, it's all finesse. You're finessing at this point. You're not really doing any of the, the construction or any of that anymore. You're finessing around. You're messing around with this. You're trying to see what looks good. At least what looks good to you at the time. Trying to clean up as much as you can. This is too dark, so I'm gonna have to make this dark to compensate for that. This side of the plane. Alright. It has to look connected, otherwise it's gonna look very disjointed if I don't make this dark. This as well. This is going along the side. A little bit here. Alright, so let's do the middle of the head here. protect the nose area a little bit. Not much, though. A little bit. I want it to get darker down here and get lighter as it goes up. I'm going to shade some of these teeth. They're just sitting there. Kind of thinking of each one as an individual tooth, but I'm also thinking of the whole thing as a, circle, kind of a round shape. So you're kind of keeping two things in mind at the same time. That done there. Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. I could leave it like that, but honestly I want to go into it more. Practice shading like a ball, a cube, and a square. A cube, yeah, a ball, a cube, and a cone. If you can shade those things pretty well, you can probably, most likely you'll be able to shade anything in nature, because everything's kind of, they reduced everything in nature kind of to that, to those shapes. So if you can shape those, you'll pretty much be able to shade, if you can shade those, you can shade anything. Because I'm thinking of this as a ball right now. I'm thinking a lot of the angles is like, corners of different shapes. I'm going to do something kind of daring. I'm going to shade I'm going to lay some halftone down on the forehead, on the front of it. I got to be careful. I really like doing that every now and then. Light. Ooh. As light as I can. Sometimes rubbing it like that can dissipate it a little bit. You can kind of spread it out. I'll show that in another video. I don't often do that. It gives a totally different look when you do that. Not bad or not better or worse, but it gives a totally different look. I'm just doing it right now because I don't know why I'm doing it right now. I'm not sure why I'm doing it. Let me see. It's pretty okay. I'm looking at it from a distance right now. That dot, there's a couple little blotches that bother me incredibly. Let me go back down and go back into the eye. Another blotch came out. Ooh. Blotches are weird. Ugh, can't stop looking at them. There we go. Right on. Still just trying to finesse the edges. Constantly stand up and look at it, like a different way. If you get away from it for a little bit, like back off, you'll see a lot of things maybe that bother you, that hadn't bothered you before, you know, or just things that, like mistakes that you can fix, you know. For example, I don't like the cross-hatching the eye right here. It's kind of menial, and it's kind of doesn't really matter, but to me it's very annoying. I want to make it as smooth as possible. I probably won't have time for that in this video. I'm probably wasting my time. That's just something to think about. Right now you're literally watching me just bat this thing around. Oh man, I hope you can see me. Hope I'm not too... hope my hand's not too in the way. Damn, was it like the whole time? I hope not. I guess that's decent. That's a decent skill. Honestly, I didn't do... I don't know. There's things that you could do with it that honestly I'm just not feeling right now. There's just a couple of things, and so this is decent. There's halftone all over it. It gets kind of darker all over. It's darker back here, kind of lighter. The front portion is lighter. I want the lightest part to be up in this area right here. And what you could do after this is you could just, to the front of it, you can kind of add some background, you know, to kind of butt up against, the side here. The lighter shapes, that usually helps kind of bring stuff out. Kind of a gradation on it. It's funny, this itself has taken a little bit. So in the next video, I'm gonna try to turn this exact drawing into kind of a monster. I'm gonna try to make it more demonic, and I'm gonna show you how you could exaggerate an already drawn drawing. So I'm gonna try to really kind of make it gory, or not gory, but I'm gonna try to make it look zombie-like, things like that. So that's the next video. That's kind of like a bonus, video. So please check it out if you're interested, and I'm gonna try to make it a little more gross looking. This is the same drawing. All right, see you later, guys.